The reading is coming from the Living the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. This is Reverend Sheila's book. So I know she's right here supporting as I read this. This is being the Peace Sunday. I realized when I opened up the book that you can only have peace if you have forgiveness. They like twins. They got it right there together. So what I'm going to read is something that seems that Reverend Sheila must have read quite often because it has all these little purple tabs in it. So, our need for forgiveness will allow peace in your life. We are all human beings, and we all have made mistakes. We all carry an unconscious burden of guilt, and we all need a sense of being forgiven. One of the most revealing things in the new science of mind is our need to feel that we are right with God, with life, and with each other. We know that a continuous state of resentment can produce many types of physical disease. This does not mean just disease of the imagination. It means disease that the imagination creates in the body through psychosomatic relations between the mind and the body. A continuous state of resentment against others can badly affect the digestive system. That's not peaceful. It can produce many forms of physical irritation. It can cramp our whole style of living and block the spontaneous flow of enthusiasm without which there is very little joy in life or peace. Much of our inability to forgive others comes from deep-seated inferiority complex. Often our antagonistic attitude toward others rises from a need within our own minds to be relieved of our unconscious sense of self-condemnation, as though we have such a burden of guilt within our minds that we can hardly bear it. And so we protect it to others just for the relief it gives ourselves. No one can feel one with God who hates anyone or anything. You will remember that in the Lord's Prayer, Jesus said, "Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors." For he knew that it is only as we forgive that we can be forgiven. At first thought, this looks as though we were bargaining with God. No, such is not the case. God is life and love. And how can life and love flow through us if we stop them at any point? It is not because we bargained with the Almighty that Jesus said, "Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors." The real reason is that it is impossible for us to have a sense of being forgiven while we condemn others. That's not peaceful. And now we are putting the proposition in the only place where it can be handled, within ourselves. For when there is nothing in us that would condemn others, then there will be no condemnation left toward either the self or others. It is then, and only then, that we unblock the streams of life, which is so freely flows to all and through all, when we permit it. That is peace, and so it is.
So it is.